Hello, coach. Welcome to the pre-match press conference of the game between Hyderabad FC and Kerala Blasters. We've got a few questions from the media ahead of the game. So we'll begin with the first question, coach. It's from Mr. Shivakrishna from Telangana Today and Mr. Anson Jason from Halfway Football. So, how is the team preparing for the Kerala game, knowing that the opposition will come hard at you, given the tight race in the top four? And do you expect a similar kind of close game that we had against Goa?
Yes, the preparation practically is the same for every game. Of course, every opponent is different, and you know more or less which are the qualities of every opponent. But we know we are very close to the end of the season, and now we have to be focused only in Kerala Blasters, and we don't know exactly how will be the game, but for sure that will be a tough game for both teams.
Coach, the next question is from Mr. Shivakrishna from Telangana Today. So, as a coach, what has been the biggest challenge for you in this season with so many back-to-back games, especially in such a short time?
I think, it's true that it's head-to-head games, but I think that more or less we played 2 games before against Bengaluru that in that moment was another head-to-head. We played against ATK. I think every game is difficult. Of course, I would prefer to play against teams that they are not in the fight for the top 4. But in the other side, if you win this kind of games, it's not only 3 points for you; it's 3 points less for one of the for the opponent.
Coach, the next question is from Mr. V.V. Subramaniam from The Hindu. So, while HFC remains on the top of the table, what does it mean for you as a coach? Are you confident? Maybe complacency has set in, or are you still looking for any improvement in any?
Always looking for an improvement. Always. I think that I told some press conference ago, that the perfect team doesn't exist, and you can improve always. Even I was happy with the score against Goa, but maybe it's one of the days that we defend. That our defense, not our line of 4, in general, all the team we defend not too much good. Then, of course, we are very happy. I think that the season is fantastic for HFC, but in the other side, the table is not real, because for me it's strange that when you are too much close to the finish of the competition, the normal thing is that more or less the games, you have to put the same games, because, for example, maybe there is a possibility that one of 2 teams in the last game between ATK and Yachepur, maybe they are playing for the title or for the second place, but maybe one of them is or in the top 4 or champion or third. But for me it's strange that now in this moment, only with less than 2 weeks before finish the competition, for example, tomorrow we will have 2 games more than ATK or than another teams, than Jamshedpur. This is not normal. I think that you have to put the schedule with the same number of games, and finally you have to play the last 5 games with all the teams, with the team who rest. This is the normal thing in all the competitions.
The next question is, what did you make of Kerala Blasters FC after their 2-2 draw against ATK in the last game?
Kerala, they are I think that is the best season in ISL. I think that they have very good players, especially the offensive players. They are very good. They are very consistent in the half pitch and especially the midfielders, and especially in the line of four. I think now without Jorge Pereira, the normal thing is that they play with both foreign centre backs, both with a lot of experience. Sipovic was last season in ISL. Leskovic, I know him when I was in Croatia. He was the centre back of Dinamo Zagreb. Another very good player. Players with experience: Cabra, Adrian Luna, Álvaro Vázquez, very good young players. Sahal, the goalkeeper, is a very good goalkeeper. I think that they are a very good team. But I think that we have very good team too. I think will be again like in the first leg, will be a very equal game, and we hope that in this case we can win the match.
So the next question is from Mr. Moinak Banerjee from Chasia Sport, just taking over from a response. How important is it to get the win against KBFC, given that the next games are against title challengers and it will come to head-to-head?
No, maybe people don't think too much. If we win this game, we are mathematically in the top four, because Mumbai and Kerala, they have to play between them. Then they can't win both teams. If we win tomorrow, we are in the top four 100%. Then of course it's very important. Only for this reason it's very important. But if we don't get to win, we know after every defeat, 3 defeats, after every defeat the team reacted very good. We won Mumbai after lose the first game. We won Bengaluru after we lost against ATK. After we lost Kerala, then I think we are the best team in the second leg. But we are not thinking that tomorrow we will lose the game. We think that we can win the game. We will try to win the game, even that we know that will be a hard game. But I told you every week, no, for sure that will be a tough game for Kerala too.
Of course, the next question is, you've remained committed to your style of playing with the ball, no matter how the results have gone. Have you ever been tempted to change things up at your end?
No, the thing is that in some moments when you depend on the opponent, for example, FC Goa is very difficult to keep the ball because they play with this style, yes or yes. And maybe the other day in the press conference I compared with the last season. Our team, maybe we have in some moments of the game we have less possession than last season, but we don't need too much to create chances and to score. No? This is the reason that we are the team with more goals in the competition. Then I think that in every team that I train, not only Hyderabad, in different seasons, I think that you have to adapt the player that you have in that moment, even with the injuries. Because, for example, if we, like in the beginning of the competition, if you play with Yasir and Hali, the style is totally different than if you play, for example, with Nikhil and Aniket, that they have very good qualities, but another different qualities. Then it's true that we try to play the same style, but according to the qualities of our players.
Of course, the next one is the last question. So what was your target when the season began, and how has it changed since?
I think that our target for all the people was that we have to finish in the top 4, because last season we finished 5th. But the real target for us was to keep improving the development of the players, and I think that in this case, more or less without with exemptions for injuries or for another reasons, but more or less we are very happy with the performance of the boys, of the youngsters. I think that this target, we got it already. Now we have to finish the competition in the top 4, because now in this moment, if you say no, our target was this, but our target in this moment 3 games to finish, and we are on top, okay, with 1 game more than some opponents. But now our target, of course, is finish in the top 4, and if we can, why not, to be the champions.
Thank you, Coach. Those are all the questions.
Thank you.